This is a remote control for my phone because we're not going to be recording 36-minute videos anymore, and attempting to edit them, I can just... So today's video is just going to be a vlog. It's just some things that I wanted to have a little chit chat with you guys about. The first thing is that 2022, I'm working with a dentist. Like, straight up, that's what's going to happen. Any way that I can make that work, that's what's going down this year, because I've wanted to do this for a while. I want to be able to take you guys into an office and just, have a talk, like a real conversation with the people that would be treating us. Because I don't know about y'all, but every time I've gone to like a dentist office or the doctor's office, I'm acutely aware of the time, and I feel like being aware that this person is moving from me to the next patient and all of that, like, I might be curious about certain things that I don't feel comfortable asking because I don't want to get into this full-blown conversation knowing that they've got other people to treat. Now, if it's, particular to my case and my own situation, then absolutely, like, let's talk about that. But dentistry in general, procedures in general, just having that general knowledge is something that I feel like would be really useful to everybody, including myself. So I want to make that happen. And to do that, I would really appreciate your feedback. What are things that you would like to know when it comes to dentures and implants that aren't necessarily unique to your situation and your treatment plan, but would be otherwise useful information for you to know? One of the things that's on the list is cost. That is the biggest issue that people have. Like, of all the comments that I get, that is by far one of the most discussed topics, is the cost associated with dentures and implants and just dentistry in general. So that's on the agenda, and I've got a long list of topics that I would like to cover, but maybe you guys have some suggestions. So if you do have any ideas, leave it in the comment section below. But like, if you've got specific questions about your particular case, that's something that you're gonna have to see a dentist for. It's hard to communicate sometimes with professionals. You might be nervous, you might be thinking of all kinds of other things in that moment. How much is this going to cost? Is it going to hurt? Is this gonna work out for me? Is this person taking advantage of me? Like, all of these other things, to where your brain can get very bogged down and you forget to ask important questions. So that's where the notes come in. Like, I have to do that. I know that, if it's important, then I have to write stuff down. That's generally what I do when I'm going to the dentist or the doctor. Is if I know that I've got an appointment coming up and I've had some issues going on, then I'm gonna write the stuff down. So I make sure that I bring up every issue of concern and get it answered while I'm there. If I don't write it down, I'm going to forget something, and it's probably going to be something important. And that leads me to the vlog portion of my video. Writing stuff down is like one of my tools, and that relates back to how I was able to go through with getting dentures in the first place. So how I used to operate was, there would be an issue. There would be some kind of problem, whether it's an external problem with money or my house, my home life, an issue that I might be having with my husband or the kids, or just anything like that. Or it could be something personal, like I'm breaking out on my face and I don't know why. Whatever the problem is, for one, problems are normal. You're never going to reach that point in life where you don't have obstacles to overcome. You don't have challenges. Hang it up, get it out of your head. It's just not happening. But I also realize that the more problems that you have, or the more challenges, the more it takes away from your energy. And the most prominent example of that in my life was with my teeth. Like, that took all of my resources. I had nothing left to give to anybody or anything, including myself. I realized that when it comes to having issues in your life that they're gonna be on your mind, they're gonna be replaying like a loop sometimes, it is taking away the energy that you could be using for something that's going to benefit you. I started really reflecting, spending however much time I have. If it's a busy day, then it might be something that I do as I'm trying to fall asleep. Like, I'll start going over in my head how the day went, what problems I encountered, what are some areas that I can improve upon. But for the most part, like, I spend time in self-reflection a lot, and I try to get out in nature as much as possible and just completely disengage from everything else and just be in that moment. And so I'll go on frequent hikes out in nature. If that's not possible because of the weather or I don't have the time to do it, then I have a hammock out back and I'll just lay there. Sometimes I'll lay in the grass and I'll just spend time in my head thinking, reflecting. I got to the point where if a problem is becoming so persistent and so pervasive in my life, I start writing it down. I write the issue down that I've encountered, and then I'll just start brainstorming things that I can do to fix that problem. With my teeth, you know, I get a lot of comments from people who are like, I recognize that this is a problem, but I don't know what to do about it. I don't have the money. And a lot of them won't even go and make that first consultation. And sometimes there's dentists that offer free consultations. Like you can call around and ask, like, do you have a new patient special? But they won't even take that first step because in their mind, you know, they don't have the money for it anyways, so it doesn't matter. Like even if the consultation is free, whatever treatment they're going to suggest, I don't have the way to pay for it. Same, I had the same issue, but I have found that you mentally block your mind from coming up with creative solutions to problems when you don't even do what you can do. You can go and set up a consultation. Forget the future. Don't even think about what comes after that. Just do that. And it's when you start taking those very little, seemingly insignificant steps to try to solve a problem that everything starts conspiring together and you start to think of things that you didn't think of before. Or maybe the dentist might have a recommendation for you. Like I've mentioned many times on my channel before, I went to the consultation, I got the treatment plan, turns out I couldn't afford it, and that could have been the end of it. But what I could do in that situation is I could call and explain it to the dentist, say, hey, I have to cancel my appointment because I don't have the money to pay for this, you know, sorry to waste your time. They ended up reducing the cost of it. So it was within reach. It was within, you know, something that I could afford. A lot of the people that view my videos, you know, you're in the same boat that I was in once, where you feel stuck. You feel like there's nothing that's going to fix things. The absolute smallest step that you can take it. Do whatever you can. And this is not just teeth related. Like I still do this with everything. Like one of the issues that I was having recently is I've accumulated a lot of clothes. I have a problem with clothes, and now I have a walk-in closet where I can just hoard them. I didn't have that at my last house. Like we had to conserve space and everything. So now that I have an actual walk-in closet, I can just kind of rack up on stuff. And every morning I would get ready for work, but I can't find anything that I want to wear. And I realized I'm going into my closet. It is jam-packed. It's embarrassing, okay? You know, we all have our things. And I realized that of all these clothes that I have, I'm cycling through the same outfits. Like I'm wearing the same like 10 shirts when I have all these other options. I had to brainstorm, like, why am I not wearing these clothes? What is it about them that I don't like? A lot of the stuff was really trendy stuff, like patterns that, you know, very limiting options. It's something I was into last year, but I'm not exactly into now. And I know I'm probably not ever going to want to wear that again because it was too specific. It was too trendy. And those of you who follow me on Instagram, you saw my story probably, but I went into my closet, I pulled everything out, and I started piecing together outfits. Like I tried on things to make sure they fit. If they didn't, they got tossed. Like I don't care. That proverbial day in the future where I'm gonna lose this extra weight, it hasn't happened yet, so we're gonna go ahead and toss that one. Tops that, you know, have a tear in them that I, for 2 years now, have been meaning to sew back up. I'm like, even if I did get around to sewing it up, probably not gonna wear it. No, I'm not a seamstress, I'm not the best at that, so that gets tossed. And then tops that I know that I'm just never gonna wear again. Like they're not my thing. I've kind of switched it up a little bit. I like more universal things that, you know, I can pair this with a graphic tee and dress it down, or I can wear it with this and wear it to work. And let me tell you, recognizing that problem with my wardrobe and going in there and like actually trying to fix it rather than spending all of 2022 getting up in the morning and going through the same frustrations and thinking like, oh, it's because I need new clothes. I don't want to wear these clothes, so I got to go get new clothes, and just adding to the problem. And no, ma'am, like, we're going to go ahead and fix this. And I do that with everything. If it becomes persistent enough, if it becomes bothersome enough, then I'm going to sit down with a piece of paper, write it down, and then write exactly what the problem is and why is this a problem? How did it become a problem? And what kind of solutions are there? And I just brainstorm until I come up with a plan, and then boom, that is one less thing that I have to deal with next. And I routinely do that. And so I just wanted to share it with you guys because, you know, the comments that I get from people where you're just feeling like you've got this big thing that's going on in your life and you don't know where to start. You don't know how to address it. I'm telling you, like, just doing the smallest things can really unlock a level in your mind. It opens your own mind up to come up with different solutions that you may have missed, that you may not have thought about. It also puts you into new situations, and you can network, you can connect with other people who have resources or who have information. And so, like today, if the only thing that you can do right now is just do your research, then that's what you need to do. Join a Facebook group for, you know, moms in your city or dads in your city, or, you know, whatever Facebook group is out there that you could join that's local, and ask for recommendations. Be straight up. Like, I remember, and I shared this in my 11-year denture anniversary video, I asked around on Craigslist, and, you know, nothing came of that. I didn't end up finding an answer to my situation by posting an ad on Craigslist. But what it did do was it allowed me to eliminate that as a possibility. Like, nope, ain't nobody gonna come and step up to the plate and give me free work. There's no charity organization that's just gonna reach out to me and like make stuff happen to me. So, okay, I can stop thinking about that now because that did not work for me. Now I can start investing in what is actually going to work for me. And that's when I finally came to that place of acceptance where I was like, this is what I gotta do. I gotta make that appointment and just go in and hear the news that my teeth have to go and I'm gonna have to get dentures, and probably not gonna be able to afford it, but you know, at least I'm doing something. If you have a goal, if there's something that's bothering you, anything in life, whether it's your teeth or a relationship, financial stuff, like whatever it is, it's never going to fix itself. And without you doing something to prompt it, very rarely are just things gonna come to you and happen for you. You have to start that chain reaction, and you would be absolutely mind blown at how the littlest thing can make all of the difference. I'm really looking forward to your feedback on suggestions of content that I can, you know, put together with a dentist, with a dental professional. I've already got a lot of great ideas like pain management and, you know, like I said, cost, fear for those who may be a little bit embarrassed or shy about going to the dentist because you think if they're gonna judge you. Like, I've got all of these different topics buzzing around in my head, but I want to make it work for you guys too. So definitely leave a comment below and let me know what you think. That wraps it up for today's video. All of my social links are in the description box below. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you get alerted as to when I post my content. And then I will see you guys Monday, and y'all take care.